Alright, Bobby Angel. Across the windmill prairie, there's a place my grandpa knew, a cabin on the Alpines not far from the dried up slough. He built that place, my dad, in out of old scrap metal and wood, where they were free to hunt and be back in the days when times were good. We get it, in this modern world it's a place of compromise, but we can't forget it either, how they tore it from our lives. Cause a man can build a cabin, and a man can shake your hand, but a handshake don't mean nothing when the lines get drawn in the land. Every autumn they went out, it was a tradition I guess you could say, forged in the sweat and blood of doing it the old-fashioned way. Along the trail we passed the camps where the Indians stood firm, and deeper in we'd see a bear with so many lessons to learn. We get it, in this modern world the frontier days are gone, but we can't forget it either, how they smoked us out with their laws. We always knew they were bad actors, and we did what we could, but the new sheriff, he didn't separate the guilty from the good. We knew the end was coming, but we ignored it all because we still held on to the crazy hope it would go back to how it once was. That all changed the day the dad died up out of the blue. His lifetime lease, it was suddenly void, there wasn't anything we could do. We get it, in this modern world it's signed away in ink, but we can't forget it either, how they betrayed our handshake. They ran us out of the glades back in 1949, but they promised us it would be a different story this time. I split the wood and lit it, and I sat and watched the flame, thinking how so much had unraveled with so many different people to blame. We stayed up that whole night, almost until the dawn, in denial, and your head ended that it was time to be moving on. We get it, in this modern world you take what you can afford, but we can't forget it either, how they took us back on their word. They promised us our traditions in the swamp and the glades, only to be boxed out of the table when the decisions were being made. I packed up what I could, and I left the rest to rot, to be returned back to nature, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. I kept a stoic face and didn't once turn back. Doing so would be admitting defeat and opening wounds to more salt. We get it, in this modern world nothing's sacred anymore, but we can't forget it either, how they pushed us out the door. Maybe they stopped the drainage, and maybe they saved the land, but they killed a kind of freedom that you'll never understand. Some people say the future, it's a screwed up version of the past, but me, I'm just trying to enjoy whatever time I got left. Can you hear the wind blowing and the call of the red-shouldered hawk? None of this would ever be here if they'd built that old jetport. We get it, in this modern world we all got what we deserved, but we can't forget it either, how they turned it into a preserve.